Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman. Today is December 14th. In case you missed it, Google announced earlier this morning that they have a special status board now that will specifically confirm their indexation system broken down by, as you can see here, crawling, indexing, and serving. You can read more about it on the blog. I'll put these links in the description. But basically, they wanted us to understand the most current state of systems which impact search, namely crawling, indexing, and serving, which now you guys get it, right? I was telling you the truth. So anyway, so the idea is obviously if they start to have any issues, they're going to notate them here, which is, I think, good. And they're going to give us basically whatever information they want to, but they're going to do it in a systematic way. That's kind of how it looks like. So isn't this exciting? I think it is. So I'm going to embed this in the indexation page on American Way Media, so we can kind of like have one place to go and sort of see everything. So it certainly falls under the trust but verify. And I guess expect everyone now is going to be talking about crawling, indexing, and serving. You're welcome. Okay, so going back to the research. All right, so this week's test content is all 100% Chat GPT generated. So every Monday through Friday, these hashtags that indicates new content being launched. And then as it's launched, then I note the dates and times, the publish time, the request time, and the first visit of the Google bot. And then I also keep track of Search Console updates. This is the page report. And we had one last night. Now, one thing I will bring to your attention, this is the second day in a row that we don't have a bot presence through the API. We'll talk more about that. And I have noticed that the sitemaps are being recrawled by the non-Chrome desktop bot, and I'll also talk more about that later. So if you check your Search Console, likely you're going to see also a fresh date on when your sitemap was last crawled. As many of you know, this research project was started back in August 2021, and it's testing how long does it take new content to make it through the Google's indexing system. What are the mechanics of getting indexed? Crawling, indexing, and serving. So anyway, let's look over here. Now, this is a quick summary based on both the research data log and the server logs to give you a sort of quick update on the more immediate nature of indexation. So we'll have this that we can verify what we're seeing over here for the most part. Anyway, the notes here give you some sort of context. Like, I don't just see red and panic. At this point, this is only talking about new content getting introduced into the index. So I have confirmed that I did a update on a existing already indexed page to see if the bot would arrive, and it does. So I'm going to say that likely, while they're not seeing the bot for new content may make perfect sense, knowing that they were working on that status dashboard and hooking that into Search Console. So by the way, this is a free resource. You can find it on American Way Media, or you can just Google index detector and it'll be the top result. So what did the bots confirm? Go over here. This is the most recent day of data. It was yesterday. Now, as you can see here, these are the desktop bots, and we're seeing an absence of the desktop bots. Now, they usually come and do recrawling of existing content when you make changes. we're seeing now pretty much one mobile bot compared to with that has a Chrome build, right? So these are the ones over here that have Chrome build, and we're seeing less and less of a desktop Chrome. We're seeing pretty much exclusively mobile Chrome. So let's just have a moment of silence because we have no concept of what that means, I think. Or maybe we do and we just haven't noted before. So let's keep our options open. Now, I did a deeper dive into this one, which is the desktop Googlebot one. And it always crawls the directive files, things like sitemaps, ads.txt, robots.txt files. And what I'm seeing in the logs, it's almost like a formal introduction process, shall we say. Lots of validation crawls. So what I mean by that is what I'm seeing are different Googlebot IPs repeatedly crawling the same file. And the difference being sometimes the domain has the subdomain www, sometimes it's the non-www version, and that would be of the sitemap URLs, and the same thing with ads text and robots text. So it's almost like it's making sure, I guess, that when they send a follow-up bot, which is probably going to be a mobile bot for the rendering, that that they're going to send the bot to the page where there are no unnecessary 300 or 400 status pages. You know, they only want the 200 status so that when they crawl, it's productive, right? They don't want to keep sending the lone mobile bot to a page that may or may not get a 200 status. So that is interesting to me because it's different. It's different. And this also, like I said, is the second day in a row that in addition to the bot not coming to the new content launch, when you look in your search console, the sitemap refresh in there has shown a little more life. And for the longest time, even though we saw the bots come and crawl sitemaps, that update of their most recent crawl wasn't reflected in Search Console for a long time. Like could be 60 days before you'd say like, oh, wow, you came back around to crawl. Thank you. So maybe what we're seeing, this is a fix of what was occurring back in 2021. So now that they think they have it, they're going to show us basically their revitalized indexing system of 3 parts, which, again, get used to it. It's going to be crawling, indexing, and serving. So expect to hear more of this on this week's Confessions of an SEO. And note that the Forensic SEO Training enrollment has opened up. If you'd like to check it out, go to forensicseotraining.com, find out more, and if it makes sense for you, go ahead and sign up. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. I'm kind of glowing with this validation. Take care. Bye.